First of all, I love my lip combo. I love it so much. And those days where when you see someone that is using glasses, you just feel like, oh, this person is so intelligent, this person is so smart and all that. Nowadays it's just for the fashion. Since I got this glasses from Temu, um whenever I put it on, people always like, when did you start using recommended glasses? Are you fine? Are you okay? What's wrong with your eyes? I'm like, nothing. It's not even recommended. It's recommended. We say this in Nigeria, in case you're not in Nigerian. We say this recommended thing, meaning it's just like for the aesthetics, just for fashion purpose and all that. Nothing serious. You get the point. So, I think what I just want to talk about is how, you know, people should learn not to undermine other people's experiences. So there was this time I was talking about how if I should ever do uni again, if I should ever go to university again, it has to be a private school or and I just have to no, I just have to yeah, first of all it has to be a private university and I have to, have loads of money to be able to go to the university. I say this because I went through a lot where I, went to get my first degree. Now my family, they did their best and all that, but school is not what it used to be like anymore. So it was challenging, it was stressful. Now I'm not saying I'm not gonna hold myself accountable for other parts that I played, but trust me, I gave it my best shot. But there was just so much frustration left, right, center. And I was talking about it with somebody. I was like, if I should ever do uni again or go for a second degree or even masters, I'm gonna make sure I have money. Like I'm rich, I've got money, but it has to be on scholarship. If you ask me to go to school right now and just be like, no, just manage, just struggle, there is no how you. I'm not gonna do struggle to go to school. It is not worth it. You are going to run mad. Then you're trying to juggle between jobs and school and all that. See, I don't understand. I used to be one of those persons that glorifies suffering, but with wisdom, with age comes wisdom, and with experiences comes wisdom. I don't glorify struggle. Or you want to, and so certain people want to be able to say, oh, when I was in school, I suffered. I was working 3 jobs. I was working 5 jobs to be able to go to school. Now I'm not saying that everybody's life gotta be rosy, and I understand if you have to do that. It is not a fun experience. You get, but I'm not going to be doing that again. It's not fun. It doesn't have to be that way. At least for me, I just gotta wait till I'm able to be stable financially, get a lot of money, have good savings, have good investment, and then I'm gonna think about getting a second degree. Yeah. With that being said, so currently what I just want to do is, when I, I'm actually working towards, being a teacher. And so like, yeah, teacher, really, is that all? Well, for now, that is what I feel like I want to do. Of course, I want to be a writer, a publisher, and all that. But for now, what I want to do is teach. And I've been giving guidance concerning that. I should go think about if I'm going to do Montessori, if I'm going to be, teaching between, ages 1 to 5, because it's not teaching is not just not the regular kind of and all that. Especially when you want to teach in standard schools, you need to do your research, you need to learn, you need to you know go through training and all that. So I was also told that if I'm gonna be serving as a teacher, I should definitely not expect huge amount of money. I should just expect something like stipends that will just help around my monthly transportation to go to school to teach. Well, I'd say that's all right. For the meantime, that is what I want to do. Alongside, I'm going to definitely learn a high paying income skill. Well, that's what I'm going to do. And with time, I would then decide to see if that is really what I want to dive in fully, and if I want to go for certifications and all that around the teaching profession. So we're taking this step by step, so never undermine people's experiences. Okay, there was this time, I heard a story about um a girl that was dating this guy, and the previous girlfriend, advised her and told her this guy is not who you think he is. He's a this, he's a that, and none of that. You get. But the current girlfriend was like, that's what whatever experiences with you. Stop blaming him. I'm not a foolish person like you. Da 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 yada 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 yada. This flight stop. And guess what? Now she's experiencing the same thing, and now she realized that, oh, this girl was right. But she doesn't want to come out of this relationship because, oh, the shame, the stigma. Girl, save yourself. What shame, what stigma. You've learned your lessons. I just hope you never undermine people's experiences and think that, oh, you're the exception. Or probably because it just didn't. Okay, let's assume that this person might actually, the previous girlfriend might actually have a bad experience with this guy, and you tend to have a very beautiful and wonderful one. But that doesn't mean you should undermine her experience and be like, well, he didn't actually hit me when I was hitting him, and he was good to me, he was kind to me. I don't know. I don't think that's true. Excuse you. What I've learned in this life is that people can be different versions of themselves depending on the people they are with. So I use myself as an example. I remember when I was in high school, in junior high school, there's this friend of mine. Whenever I'm with her, I don't speak pidgin. And funny enough, she's from Edo State. As funny as because Edo people they can yarn pidgin, they can yarn. But funny enough, she's from Edo State and she doesn't speak pidgin. Now, whenever I'm with her, I don't even remember that there's a language called pidgin that exists in Nigeria. I feel we have with English languages, whatever we are talking about, whatever conversation we are having, straight up English language. But when I'm with, some other regular friends of mine, guess what? I tend to speak loads of pidgin. So this from I could just go and be like, oh, Chichi doesn't speak pidgin. No, she's an English. Excuse you. That's a version of me with you. It could be as a result of her influence. You get a point. So never undermine people's experiences when they share it. Don't downplay it and be like, oh, okay, so now I was saying, I was talking about how I had a very bad experience in school, and another person was like, yeah, mine was good. Mine was, I don't know about you. I don't know. Don't play my don't do that. Don't play my experiences. Excuse you. And never let people downplay your experiences or your pain or your whatever that you must have gone through. You have every right to feel it. You have every right to mourn about things like that. And guess what? You have every right to rise from those situations. And believe me, you can rise from those situations. I think that's basically what I want to talk about. I don't know. I just feel like that's what I want to share and talk about. So I don't know if get any point from what I've said. You're welcome. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Do have a great day. Bye.